Hi, there, it's WB and welcome to World Broadcast YouTube channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press bell icon to never miss any latest news. Trump just cancelled backstabbing Congress's fancy picnic, has Priceless planned for all the food. There was supposed to be an annual congressional picnic, but since President Trump rightly so felt like Congress didn't deserve to have one, he cancelled it on the spot. "We are going to cancel and postpone tomorrow's congressional picnic," Trump said. "It doesn't feel right to have a picnic for Congress when we are doing something very important." He added, "It didn't feel exactly right to me. This is what some have all been waiting to see for decades now." Since the backstabbers in Congress have been avoiding doing their job for decades, it's now being reported that President Trump hypothetically took them out behind a woodshed today. No, he didn't beat them, although the liberal mainstream media may paint it as he did even worse to them. But there was only one problem with the cancellation. The preparations had already begun. The menu is awesome. It included ribeye steaks, coleslaw, quinoa, spinach, black beans and a huge assortment of pies. Since all this food was already being prepared, President Trump decided to do what's right. Instead of throwing it out, he decided to feed all of the food to Walter Reed Hospital patients, caregivers and employees at the Warrior and Family Center in Bethesda. This was later confirmed by a USO spokeswoman, Jennifer Jacobs. The cancelled congressional picnic food, including ribeye steaks, spinach, coleslaw, quinoa, black beans and pies, will be served as the lunch today to Walter Reed Hospital patients, caregivers and employees at the Warrior and Family Center in Bethesda, a USO spokeswoman tells me. Even Javers, they are grilling up some massive steaks here at the White House today. I could smell these all the way out on Pennsylvania Avenue. What a beautiful gesture, to give all that top-notch food to American heroes instead of the jokers in Congress. Update: America covered more on the cancelled party and presentation of a good meal to those who seemed to deserve it a lot more. President Donald Trump surprised members of Congress earlier this week when he abruptly cancelled the annual congressional picnic. Basically, the president felt like they didn't deserve it. The menu included ribeye steaks, spinach, coleslaw, quinoa, black beans and pies. Rather than let Congress throw a fancy picnic, President Trump's administration decided to feed all of the food to Walter Reed Hospital patients, caregivers and employees at the Warrior and Family Center in Bethesda, Bloomberg's Jennifer Jacobs reported. That means America's military heroes are going to be eating very good. President Trump has called on Democrats to stop obstructing and work with Republicans to pass comprehensive immigration reform. Earlier this week, the president signed an executive order to keep immigrant families together. Now it's lawmakers' turn to do their job. We must maintain a strong southern border. We cannot allow our country to be overrun by illegal immigrants as the Democrats tell their phony stories of sadness and grief, hoping it will help them in the elections, Trump tweeted on Friday. Obama and others had the same pictures, and did nothing about it. Trump isn't the only one who doesn't seem happy with Congress. Their approval ratings aren't doing so well among voters either. It's no secret that Congress isn't exactly the most popular institution in American government. But now it's reaching new lows. Congress sank to a 10% approval rating in a new Quinnipiac University poll released on Thursday, with roughly 5 in 6 Americans saying they disapprove of the country's legislative body. This compares to an 18% approval rating in March. And if you're searching for the main reason behind the drop, look no further than Republican voters. Back in January and March, more than 1 in 3 Republicans said they had positive views of Congress, which is controlled by the GOP in both chambers. But now, that's plummeted to just 14% of Republican voters who give Congress a thumbs up. The new numbers come after a high-profile effort to repeal and replace Obamacare barely squeaked through the House and failed in a dramatic late-night vote in the Senate. Congress's overall 10% approval is the lowest for Congress in Quinnipiac's history of data back to 2003. Using Gallup data beyond that, It's the lowest for Congress in data back to 1974. Congress did reach a 9% approval rating in Gallup polling in November 2013 in the wake of a 2-week government shutdown, and to make matters worse, Republicans were Congress's most supportive group. The low numbers stretch across every demographic division: only 12% of non-whites, 12% of people under 35 years old, 11% of men, 10% of people over 65 years old, 9% of women and 9% of whites approve. Support for Congress among independents has also bottomed out, falling from 18% in January to just 8% now. Democrats have remained essentially stable in the single digits. With all the issues we are facing today, it's no time for our so-called representatives to be taking time to enjoy a BBQ. Especially when we have a party like the Democrats who seem intent on ruining our nation by forcing us into open borders along with the help of their mainstream media and celebrities who spread lies and misinformation. Please don't forget to like and support our channel by press subscribe button. Thank you for watching.